Hi everyone, it's Kristi. I'm back. Last time we dyed all of this stuff that we want to add to the journal. Today I want to do the front and back cover. Now, I have taken these envelopes and like I said, they measure, these are regular like business. So what, well, let's see, that's an 8-inch square, 8 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I put in a piece that was 8 1/2 by 4 1/8 because I want this front and back cover to be a little sturdier. I am going to glue this closed. We are not going to use these as pockets. And the reason for that is I just want it to be sturdier. So I think, I'm not going to worry about gluing that, but I am going to glue this whole pocket because it doesn't even have sticky stuff on it. And that'll keep that cardstock from sliding around as well, because I probably could have gone right with maybe right up to 4 1/4. But that's okay. We're going to close that and we are going to cover these, and that's going to make that front and back cover nice and sturdy. So like I said, these envelopes I believe came with my wax seal kit. You know how sometimes you order stuff and they'll send you freebies? This was a free set that I got, and I assume that's why there's no sticky on here. It's meant to be sealed. I don't know if I have a seal that would go with this, but that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it, to do some seals. I haven't done any of those recently. Okay, so there's the front and back cover, and I'm going to use, this will be the inside, okay? So we'll use these for the outside. All right, so let's do the front cover first. I did have these in order that I wanted to use them, and then I went through and showed you guys all the papers, and I rearranged them because, I know I want this one for the front, so I'll probably use the pufferfish for the back. Waste not, want not. And let's see, where do I want this to go? I'm going to leave a very small reveal on this. Only as much, let's see, it's about a 1/16 of an inch, because it's not much at all. So if I put this here, then she's going to be closer to this side. I think I want to trim off like a 1/2 inch here. And let's see, if I do that, then she'll be, closer to the middle. So that's what we're going to do. Take off this 1/2 inch. And then we're going to come I just want to make sure that it's about the same on the side as it is on the top and the bottom. And I've lost my pencil. It's not sharp. I have umpteen dozen pencils, and they're never around when I need them. So, all right. Let's see what that measures. Should be about 4 1/4. It's 4 1/8. Okay, make it happen. All right, and then I'll turn this one around, and he's closer to the edge, so I'll do 4 1/8 on this one as well. That's a nice scrap that could go with lots of things. Okay, so I thought about what ink to use, and I thought about using, because I do have the shabby shutters and the I think it's tumbled glass, but I think I'm going to stick with the well, not gathered twigs. What did I do with that other one that I had sitting here? I moved stuff out of my way. Oh, here it is. I think I'm going to go with the vintage photo here. And I'm going to replace this because I want to try these. This is a totally different kind of sponge, so I'm interested in seeing how that reacts. All right, so this will be the front. We'll do this one. Get some ink on there. And a little bit more ink. I think that looks very similar to the color that's already on here, so I think that's going to work. Probably gathered twigs would work as well, but I think this is going to be fun. So this journal is, as I said last time, is going to be a Cinch journal, and I'm excited to see how it comes out. You know, sometimes you get it in your head one way and it ends up being completely different, but that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes that's a good thing. So we'll see what happens with this. So that's going to go on there. I probably want to ink around this. Yeah, look at that, takes ink well as well. Bleh. The ink is going on pretty good. And because there's just that small reveal, I think that's going to be fine. I'll go ahead and ink this side because we're going to find something else to cover that with. And I think probably what I'll do is, I don't know, we'll see. I was thinking I might go ahead and mat all the pages, but maybe it'll be more fun just to go page by page and see where we end up. Okay, so we've got that one. I'm going to ink this, and I will fast forward the inking. Just curious, how often do you guys re-ink your ink pads? And perhaps it's because I live in a really dry climate and because I always have the fans on year-round pretty much. My ink pads almost need to be re-inked every time I use them. So I'm just curious. I watch videos online and it seems like they're always really nice and juicy, and mine are not so much. So, okay, let's do the front first, and we will find a little pocket kind of thing, some kind of decoration. I saw some seashells today, but they were too big. I didn't really want to use a giant seashell on the front. And I did have some tiny ones at one time, but do I know where they are? Absolutely not. And I'm gonna have to call it a day here because my arm is starting to give me troubles. All right, so let's get this on. There we go. Perfect. Where's my other bone folder? It's lost too. You know, I clean my desk off every day, and I don't know how this stuff gets misplaced because I start putting things away while I'm talking to you guys and saying goodbye. So I don't know. It's weird. All right. I like that. That's going to be really pretty. I love her. She doesn't look like an evil siren that would kill the sailors. Okay, this would make a great ruffle paper as well. Okay, so that is page 1, and then we want to do this one as the back page. Well, these will be the covers actually, so. And that's why I put the cardstock inside, to keep them sturdier. I could have used chipboard and just wrapped the chipboard, but I have 6 of these envelopes and I don't want to get stuck with just having 2 of them sitting here. And I'm really trying to use up some of the stuff I have on my desk, which, you know, is 15 feet long. So it's going to take a while to use up all this stuff, but all right. Just a smidge there. There we go. How cute is that little puffer fish? I just love him. Okay. All right, so we have our front and back cover. Now, I want to put a piece of lace, and I don't think this one's quite long enough, because I want to put a piece of lace right along here, and that one's about 1 inch too short. So let's see, maybe this. I want to put it on the inside, but I think this is going to be a little fat, because it's actual crocheted piece, and then I'm worried that if I cut it, but I love the scallops on there. So do I put the, I think I'll put the backing paper first, and then I'll come along here like this and attach it, and then we'll cut at the bottom and maybe make it a little raveled. Is that the word I'm looking for? Gee whiz. All right, so let's use this on the inside. I really like this, and I'm going to cut from both ends there again, 4 1/8. So use that one there. Turn this around because it's already distressed on one side. That's less work I have to do, and that gives me a nice little piece in the middle. All right. I don't remember exactly what I wanted to do on this page. I'm going to have to revisit. But I know we do have some pockets. I need to look through the ephemera pages again and see. On the sides that are distressed, I really just need to come along there and cover up that white core, like so. Pretty good. Okay. This is 28-pound paper that I got because I haven't been able to find any 32-pound paper, but the 28's not bad. I like it. As long as it doesn't disintegrate when I'm copy dyeing it. Now, I did not copy dye any of these papers this time. They were sufficiently grungy on their own. So, fun designs. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I got the right side up. You know how I am. And there we go. I had some glue on my finger and I rubbed that off. Okay, and repeat. Okay, so we have our front and our back covers. That's a beautiful size. It feels comfortable. So let's trim this with some of this. And I think what I want to do is cut off a piece up here so that it's raggedy on the top and the bottom. Let's go in between those scallops. And there we go. So I want some of this hanging over, but I don't need all of it hanging over. We'll see if I have to put a little bit more glue. I will. So I've got about a 1/2 inch right there, but I kind of just want those scallop pieces hanging. And there we go, like that. So I'm going to come back and put some glue under the edge there. But doesn't that look cool? I love that. Very nice. This, I hope this sticks. It's still a little bit damp. So I may have to come back tomorrow and add more, but I'm just going to put some on the edge here. Hold that down. And we should be good to go. So I think what I want to do on this back piece is put my dingly dinglies here like this. So, looks like it comes to that. I like to center it, so yeah, I'm going to cut this in half and then center that on there. I think I'm going to put go right to that divot there to the bottom. So that's about a 1/2 inch as well. Come on. I usually top off my glue, and I usually forget when I'm on video, but when I'm working by myself, I don't know why I get so nervous when I'm coming to see you guys. Alright, so I want that bottom little dangly piece to, yeah, right there. And do like that. I just want it to be kind of fun and you know, have some, I don't know, I think of Ariel picking up all the junk, and so I really want to focus on you know, using up the junk. So yeah, these will work. Come right along the edge there. Yeah, that'll work. See if I got the, do I have the same one on that side? The middle one and 1, 2, so okay. It's not exactly centered, but it'll work. There we go. I may come back and, no, that's the long one. The center one, yeah, it's not exact, but it'll do. Nobody's going to come in here and measure it but me. I don't know if I'm going to keep those or not. I'm going to keep them until I finish, just in case I want to stick them on a bulb pen or something. But yeah, I think I still need to cut off a little bit more of this one. So maybe I was supposed to cut off that short piece. Let's do that. Boy, my hands are ugly and messy. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, so we have our front cover, our back cover. Oh, that's gonna look cool. Doesn't that look cool? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so let me find a piece. I want to put a card here, but I don't exactly remember which one it is. Let's look at the. Let's look at these. in the mermaid's cave. The mermaid, it already says the mermaid up there, so I don't need that. So could use one of these. That would be a good size. I don't want to use these. I could use one of those fussy cut pieces like that. Something like this might be fun, or this. Yeah, I think I want to use one of these. So let's put that back in the front where it was. And now which one do I want to use? I think I want to use this one. All right, so let me cut that out. And I may put a little bit of cheesecloth or something behind it. Am I still recording? Oh, I have 6 minutes. That should give us plenty of time to finish this piece. If I can cut. This one's not bad because it's got, I'm not one for fussy cutting. I would rather not include it if I have to fussy cut it out. I would like to get my Cricut out and figure out how to do these fussy cuts, but I have not done so yet. But I don't mind them when they are, you know, smallish little sections that have to be cut, and then the rest is straight lines like that. That doesn't bother me too much. And then, of course, anytime that I have some white, like right there, I can ink that, and it will be fine. I'm not sure about the bling. We will visit that last if we want to do bling. But this might warrant the bling. So what if we took a piece of this and kind of folded it like that, kind of mimic her dress. Maybe not that large, but something like that on the bottom there, just to the right. I don't need that much. I'm going to cut below that, below this flower line, like right there. All right. Make sure I'm on the right side. But yeah, I think that would look cool, and just kind of scrumple that up. I know that's not a word. It is to me. Something like that. Maybe I will glue it on here first. What do you think? Let's do that, and I'll go ahead and then I can get it where the way I want it before I place it on the book. All right, now this is going to go this way now. So I kind of want that under there, under there. I want that to lay down a little bit flatter, and then come like that. So I might have to slide that, you know, just play with it a little bit, get it the way you want. Add some extra glue. Oh yeah, that'll work. Maybe squish that in a little bit. Okay, kind of move that over a little bit. I'd like to have a little bit more on this side. But that's the beauty of the Fabri-Tac. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. I think I want that piece to go down though. And it's not too awful bulky. And like I said, it's on the cover, so it doesn't matter if it's too awful bulky. So let's get this on here. I'm gonna make some big old glue lines. Kind of get that down where we want it. Oops. Is sticking to the glue bottle. Alright. Now, I've got glue on my hands. I don't want it to stick to me. There we go. Alright, let's do this. How about that? Let's hold that down for a minute so I can make good contact. Get this glue off my fingers. I think I might want to use some of the, what do you call it? The blingy stuff. Maybe just some rhinestones for this. Because I could put a couple of rhinestones under her hair. I saw some stray glue. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. That will dry. Okay, and then I want to get that excess glue off. And then a few little blingy pieces down here might be nice too, but we'll wait on that. And there again, that little, it totally mimics her dress, I think. I like that. Probably could put, it's popping up, so I probably need to just put something on top of it there. And you know what though, I'm gonna go ahead and put something on top of that right here, and I'm gonna call that a video, and then we will be back and finish these 2 pages. Not a lot's going on this. I'll probably want to put a pocket or a tuck or something on the inside of that, and then of course on the inside of this, but I'm not going to put anything on the back piece because it could rub on something. And yeah, so we'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.